We realized in November there was trouble because when we tried to make a payment on our house and they refused a payment. We didn't start really receiving letters until about what, December? December is about when we started receiving letters.
Well, in a marriage it's hard, you know, because, you know, your other is either working or I'm working, or, you know, and having to discuss your business a lot over the telephone, I think has been hard on us, because, you know, when you don't come home till 10 or 11 o'clock at night and dinner's cold on the table, it makes it really hard. But you know, James and I, you know, try to do things together and talk together, and that, you know, gets us through these hard times.
Very stressful. For the fact is, the man's supposed to support the family, and the way I looked in my eyes, I failed him. And it was hard for me to let my wife deal with that.
I think the times are hard on your husband, on myself, on our family. Yes, they're very hard. You know, he works hard. He provides. He tries hard, and to be up for foreclosure in your home, you know, it hurts your pride, and it takes you away from, you know, your family. Of
listen to their wife and go do a forbearance agreement and save your house. You got to suck up your pride and do what you got to do, beg, borrow, whatever you got to do to save your home. Your family needs a home, and Allmand and Lee sees that, and they do what they can to help you.
They had it set for February the 3rd of 2009 at 10 a.m. I'd received a letter in the mail from the county, Johnson County, and they told me my house was going to be foreclosed on. I literally called Allmand and Lee crying, and they, you know, assured me, Christina, you're not going to lose your house. Miss Miller, you're not going to lose your house. And you know, in that moment, you don't really believe what you're hearing, but you can't take a step back. You have to call them, and they said, Christina, we will do this for you for absolutely nothing. And I couldn't believe what I was hearing, but you know, I went with it. We made an appointment, and they did exactly what their letter said and more. They were extremely nice and did everything they could and did do everything. We decided to come in again for a consultation to do with our bankruptcy or a forbearance agreement, and we came in, James and I came in and spoke with her and went over our options together. Yes, I am glad we did what we did. She contacted our mortgage company. Within 2 days' time, she had an answer for a forbearance agreement that we chose to take. We had received numerous of letters stating that we were in foreclosure and about to lose our home. I received a letter from Allmand and Lee, and over several letters that we had received, we chose Allmand and Lee, and we called them, and we went over, and they told us what a forbearance agreement was, which is where they contact the mortgage company. They set up an agreement. Over a few months' time, you can catch up your mortgage payment with their agreement and continue where you left off. Yes, I would recommend the service that Allmand and Lee's law firm provide. They have been awesome, and I would recommend them to anyone. We are now ahead on our mortgage, and a month in advance, and we, as of yesterday, we had received a check in the mail from our mortgage company. We are now ahead, so I think that's fabulous.